there, folks. I'm Brian from Constantly Calibrating, and I am here with Ray from Achievement Hunter.
Yes, that is me.
How you doing this afternoon?
Good, good. We just got off the stage from doing a Let's Play, and then had a run to go to another panel, finish that. I came to the interview room, so I'm all like, feel disgusting, and I'm on camera. I'm like, ah, well, happens.
Yeah. So, yeah, not too winded, hopefully?
Not too winded. I'm still fine. I'm still full of energy. I still got enough energy to last 2 more days, hopefully. I'm just going to collapse on the floor. I'll be on the main stage, just head down.
All right, just let us know if you need water or something like that.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
But, what was the... what's that Let's Play entailing exactly?
The Let's Play we just performed on the main stage was a live heist. We have our heist series in GTA 5. All 6 of the Achievement Hunter crew did their own, and of course they all failed miserably. But people liked them a lot, and Jeff wanted to do something special.
Right. And
we had the time slot, so he's like, all right, we'll do GTA 5. And typical Achievement Hunter fashion, yesterday we're like, we haven't planned the heist, so let's kind of do it quickly. And we had this whole elaborate thing planned, considering we only had about a day to do it. And of course, we didn't get that far. I mean, it failed miserably, but people seemed to like it. There was a lot of people there. We got dressed up in these bug suits. This like Rockstar sent us a whole bunch of swag a couple weeks ago, and in there was like the red jumpsuits that the main characters were in the actual game for a heist. And we put them on. We did the whole thing. It was great. It was like 1,000,000 degrees in there, which is partially why I'm disgusting. But I thought it went great, all things considered. I think we're gonna refilm it in about 2 weeks and put it out as like a separate video.
Was it anybody's particular heist? Because I know each one of them is.
Yeah. Jeff led this one, but I wouldn't really say this is like Jeff's heist too.
It is the AH heist.
Yeah, it's just like another AH heist, the live heist we'd call it. Yeah.
Alrighty, very cool. So, kind of coming from somewhat of the same way, you came up to Rooster Teeth through the community.
I did, yeah. When Achievement Hunter first started in 2007, yes, I think it was 2008 maybe. 2008 sounds better. July 2008. It was just Jack and Jeff, and they were just doing achievement guides or whatever. And obviously it was 2 guys, so they're going to miss like a whole bunch of stuff. So they were like, hey, we're going to take community videos, just send us videos, and we'll upload them or whatever. So I saw my friend Mike put up a video in the darkness. The first darkness that came out in like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
And it's like a 1 achievement guide, and I'm like, that's really cool. I'm going to try and do it. So I looked up guides and tutorials online, because I have no formal training in editing or anything. Like my training was YouTube.com. And, I bought a Dazzle capture card, which was standard def, because back then, like, standard def was fine. Now now, like, you have to record in HD or nobody's going to take you seriously. So I did that, and I just recorded a whole bunch of videos for fun. I did that for about 2.5 years, and then Jeff contacted me. He's like, hey, we're a fan of your work. If you're interested, we're going to put you on a contract for a year. We're going to, ride that out. We require you to do a certain amount of videos a week. Do that, and then we'll talk. We'll talk at the end, like in a year or so. So I did that. That was around the time where I quit my job at GameStop, and I was I did like seasonal work at UPS, and obviously that ended. So for a majority of that year, I was unemployed, and I was being paid unemployment money, which obviously is not a lot. The money they were giving me for contracts, and thankfully my family was supportive to help me pay for like food and shit, because it was really like there were some days where it's like, oh, a bag of chips for dinner, nice. This is what I live for. But thankfully, after the year was up, I'm like, hey, Jeff, the contract is up, and, I need to know if you guys are going to hire me full-time, or I need to get a real job, because I can't, live like this forever. And, thankfully, he hired me on full-time.
So, transferring from the outer community into the Rooster Teeth community, like the interior.
Like, actually, like, working, yeah.
Yeah, so how has that been, and kind of what are your highlights, you would say, of being part of that?
The biggest change is, like, the first week or couple of weeks I was there, I was extremely nervous, obviously, because I've been a fan since I was in high school, and then just like working there and seeing these people who I've like always wanted to get a picture with was very intimidating. And being like somebody new in Achievement Hunter, at that time there was everybody was there except me. I was the last one to join the main 6, and people obviously had different opinions. They're like, oh, he sucks, take me, or whatever. And the community's always like that. Whenever somebody new gets introduced into something, they don't like change, is what I like to say. They don't like change. But after that went over, people seemed to embrace me, and it seemed to be fine. But the first couple of months was weird to get used to, like talking into a mic, or it was just very like surreal. Like when we did Let's Plays for the first time, I was like, I don't know how to do this, and it was all trial and error until I got comfortable doing it. and now it just seems like second nature to me, where Jeff's like, we're going to record something, just pull the mic, and you do like the whole routine. But it was a dream come true, and I'm happy like everything worked out to where I am right now. It's great.
So has there been one person or maybe a few people within Rooster Teeth that have really helped develop you, or that you would say like they're kind of like you look up to?
Yeah, the people who have like shaped me into the monster I am now is probably like it's probably like is Jeff, because he says like I've hired the 5 biggest assholes in the world, and we work together. I mean, like when I first started working there, like I would read the comments, and it was just like a lot of BS in there. Obviously, there's the community is 99% fabulous people, but the minority is always the loudest. Yeah. And you would read it, and it kind of like piss you off, or it'll make you upset. But Jeff taught me over multiple months, and now years. It's like, who cares what they say? Like, we're gonna do what we do, whether they like it or not. We're at the end of the day, we're just trying to make ourselves laugh and entertain ourselves. And that advice has been great, because going forward, it's like, I'll say whatever I want, obviously within reason.
Yeah.
And I'll make a joke or an offensive joke, and people will be upset for whatever reason. I'll be like, don't watch it. Just shut up. Why you complain to me? I'm going to do it again anyway. It's one of those things where people, sometimes I feel like people like to complain, or just want a reason to complain. So if they get upset or sensitive about specific things, and they hear it, they'll like keep hearing it, like listening over and over again. So in this case, we'll just say like, if somebody says something in a Let's Play and just repeat it in the following one, they'll keep watching every Let's Play even though they hate it. And they'll just keep complaining. And at the end of the day, we just laugh at them, because it's like, you're upset, but you're still watching our stuff. It's like you want to be upset. It's very bizarre. But at this point, like all 6 of us, just like, we make the videos to make ourselves laugh. And I think Jeff said it. He said his quote was something along the lines of, I'm the funniest person to myself, and nobody's entertaining as like me, like something along those lines. And that's a good way to look at it. To the 6 of us, we're the 6 funniest people in the world, which is how we look at it, and how we put out our videos. So
with the things you say and kind of stuff that happens in those Let's Plays, so throughout today so far, and I'm sure it's going to happen throughout the weekend, I've seen many variations of this train has no brakes.
Yes. A lot of the Rayisms that carry on. So a lot of the times it's either I make a joke, or joke is a strong word. I say something stupid, and people get attached to it. The first big one was I'm going cakeless. I'm sorry, I forgot which one it was, and that was in Minecraft. I don't know what episode it was, but it was when we did the Wipeout course. And what spawned that, excuse me, was just running the course, and there was cake there, and I'm like, I don't need the cake. I'm going cakeless. I just went around it. People just rolled with that. And another one is just Blaze, which people seem to like to holler. And when it came down to it, it was just it brought me back to like high school, and just kids who would just want to like constantly like smoke weed, just to be like, we're cool, we're gonna smoke weed. And like even back then, kids were saying like blaze it up or something like that. And just like one day, I just remember, and I just said it as a joke. And it carried for a long time, to the point where people think like I actually smoke weed. It's like, no, dude, I don't drink, I don't smoke, or do any of that. I just say it to mock a certain group of people. The fuck train is pretty recent. It's just like I found that action in GTA, and I just went. Jeff was like trying to set up the Let's Play, and I'm just going in a circle like this, and that was the first thing that came to mind. So I'm trying to think what else. The X-ray and VAV thing came from an achievement guide in Halo 4. It was the terminals, and Gavin messed up the intro, and then he asked me something in the middle of the video if I've ever been called X-ray, and that's what started that. And that was Halo 4 came out 3 years ago almost, this November. It's been a long time. So I don't know, sometimes we'll say silly things and it sticks, like Ryan the Blank Guy or Still in the Air, and the fans latch onto that and they love it. Mark Nutt.
So has there been anything that you've like, I wish I hadn't said that, or like I don't like that the community's like latched onto this so much?
I mean, like, obviously to a certain point you get sick of hearing like everything. Like, do I regret everything? I regret everything I've ever said. That's some days. But I mean, it's like, you do stuff like that for the fans, and the fans enjoy it. But I mean, if I had to pick one that's probably like the worst creation I've ever created, would probably be Just Blaze. and YOLO's behind it too. YOLO was the same thing, just making fun of like kids who are like YOLO. It's like you're 14. Like shut up. What are you talking about? You're like in middle school.
And then kind of along those lines, what has been the most awkward fan interaction or like gift or just like fan stuff that you've had to deal with?
When I meet people face to face, it's generally not awkward. I mean, sometimes like they're like shaking or something like that, and I kind of feel bad. It's like I'm just some dude who plays video games. Like I'm really nothing special, but I appreciate it. The worst thing that's probably happened, or weird or whatever, is there's been multiple instances of people like trying to impersonate me, whether it's on Twitter or on Xbox Live, and it's just like, God damn it. And obviously, like the fans will like the imitation account will like tweet at them, and they'll like freak out because the imitation account just copy pasted everything, and they get excited. They don't like actually check. They just see whatever the symbol, my Twitter icon, and my bio, and they're like, oh my God, it's you, and they go back and forth. And I feel bad because these people think they're like talking to me, and it's like I've never spoken to you in my life. Like you gotta. It's just weird. It's like, why would you do that? I don't know.
But thank you for your time.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Hope the rest of your weekend goes well.
I'm sure it's going to go great. I have my voice now, which probably won't be the case tomorrow. I'm full of energy, but if you find me on Sunday, I'll probably be a zombie.
Okay.
But thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
That's been
fantastic.
You
guys enjoy the rest of your RTX.
Yeah, of course. This has been Brian with Constantly Calibrating. You can find us at constantlycalibrating.com. And do you have any plugs?
Twitter.com/AH_BrownMan, YouTube.com/Rooster Teeth, YouTube.com/Let's Play, Meatspin.com. Don't go there. I guess that's it. That sounds good to me.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
Take care, guys.